What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Cam ATL. Shout out to the DFS squad. Shout out to everybody who's watching right now, man, because I appreciate you guys so much. Like the video down below if you haven't already. All right, because I already know you're going to love it. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already. It is Friday. So you know what that means. We got a nice, juicy, voluptuous slate of 14 games. Like most Fridays, we got a nice size slate. All the better. You know, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. So shout out to the DFS squad, man. Let's get this money. We crushed everything in the early slate. Arcade, all regular lineups did very well in the early slate. And then right now, all of my lineups are cashing as of right now. If Velasquez can get it going and start getting some strikeouts, because he struggled a little bit in the beginning of that game against Oakland and gave up three quick runs, but he's really came around the last couple innings. So if he can come around, it'll be even better. But I'm still cashing. It's a low-scoring night, so I'm cashing in everything still. So that feels amazing, and I'm ready to get straight into this 14-game MLB slate. Now, I'm not touching on NBA solely on the fact that I've already covered these two teams. A couple days ago, as you guys saw, I covered both of these teams, and I showed you guys all the players that I like. Now, just to let you guys know, Draftkings is watching me. They emailed me and said that they do not want me filling entire lineups in the videos. Okay, so they pretty much were like, you cannot do that shit anymore. I guess they watch the videos, or somebody who works for Draftkings watches the videos, and they saw that and they snitched on me. All right, so I'm going to have to go back to doing high fives for NBA as well as MLB. I'm not going to be able to fill the entire NBA like I had hoped because I am being spied upon. All right, and I gotta follow the rules, man, or they're gonna take away what I love. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta do it. So it is what it is, man. It's an honor that these DraftKings people are watching me. You know what I'm saying? It just shows that we're killing it. All right, now let's get straight into this MLB main slate. At the first pitcher that I absolutely love is Chris Sale, man. This dude is just ridiculous. All right, his strikeout potential is super high. He's just the most solid pitcher this year, even better than Kershaw. Kershaw's had his down games. Chris Sale seems very, very solid every single time he pitches. He has tremendous upside. He is an amazing play against this Oakland offense. I absolutely love Chris Sale, and I don't care what his price is. I'm not even looking. I know that he's a Russell Westbrook priced type of guy, and I'm down with it. Okay, in NBA, you take that chance on Russell Westbrook when he's priced over 13,000 sometimes, because you just know his upside is ridiculous. Same thing here with Chris Sale, man. You just gotta lock him in and reap the rewards. He's gonna get you 30 plus. All right, now next pitcher, because I'm going a guy like Chris Sale, obviously I gotta go down somewhere, and I'm gonna do that with Ariel Miranda. Ariel's got some good strikeout stuff, man. He gets over 5 strikeouts a game. All right. He gets solid. He's not amazing at striking out. Don't get me wrong, but he's got some solid strikeout stuff, and he can get us some good, solid production here against the White Sox. Now, the White Sox do have their moments where they do well, but that is normally when they are at home. They're on the road in Seattle. As you see, he's been fairly solid. I mean, against Philly, he didn't even play. All right. But the first game on the 9th against Philly, he got totally crushed. All right. But that doesn't usually happen. The rest of the times he got over 20 points and then a few nines in the beginning of his time. But other than that, he's been fairly consistent. And I love matching up Ariel Miranda with Chris Sale to be able to still get some solid bats in the batting order. All right. Because if I go up from Miranda to somebody else, then pretty much I'm going to have to really be tight on my batting order, and I don't really want to do that. So I love Ariel Miranda for the price. He is great value at 6,700 for that 20-plus upside, especially against the White Sox. All right? Now, going to the batters, starting at first base, a guy that's really been killing it, man, and I reaped the rewards of having him today because I had him in my lineups. Chris Davis has really gotten his bat back to going how he usually did last year. All right, he was hitting amazing last year. He started out slow this year, but he's getting his bat going here. He's been very consistent as of late. As you look at the game log, He had an average game on the 17th against Detroit, okay? But he came back up today. He had a very good game. Oh, well, yesterday. You guys are probably watching this on Friday. So yesterday, he had a good game. I believe he hit another home run. So you see that 43, 27, 14. He's really starting to get his bat going at home in Baltimore, going against Sanchez. Not only does he have his bat going right now, and he's looking great, he's in a very hitter-friendly ballpark at home in Baltimore. And against Sanchez throughout his career, he has gone 8 of 18 for 4 home runs and a 444 average. I do not expect this hot hitting streak he's on to stop here with Sanchez, especially with the way he has hit this dude throughout his career. I absolutely love Chris Davis. Lock him in at 4,600. Next up, a guy who really has been disappointing most of the year, but his bat's going to come around eventually. And you got to expect it to come here, man, especially when such a very nice sample size we have to work with here against Nolasco. He has been very solid against him through 53 at-bats. He has gone 18 hits out of the 53 at-bats for 4 home runs and a 340 batting average. When a player has over a 300 batting average out of 53 attempts and 4 home runs, that is a very solid, very, very solid numbers right there. And I'm loving Jose Reyes, especially when last game he really got his bat going, got 17 against Arizona. He hit 3 times out of the 6 at-bats he was at. It looked like his bat was really going. And you know, when this guy gets his bat going, he can be very good fantasy-wise with the combination of speed that he has. And when he's putting that bat on the ball, he can get us some good, solid production. He can easily get over 20-plus Draftkings points when he is looking good, all right? So in this matchup against Nolasco, I absolutely love him, especially at home in New York. New York Mets have absolutely crushed Nolasco throughout his career. So definitely stack up New York Mets. I love them today, all right? Last but definitely not least, Jayson Werth, all right? I love Jayson Werth here, man. We all know his upside with his power potential. He's going to Atlanta, which is very hitter-friendly. That new ballpark is very hitter-friendly. Balls go out very easily. All right? Obviously, Stroman kept him in, though. Stroman was wiping out that Atlanta order, man. I told you guys to start Stroman, and he was wiping them out. Without Freeman, that Atlanta offense is totally crushed. All right? Totally crushed. So definitely run up Jayson Werth in this hitter-friendly ballpark. Against Little Mini Dicky, he has gone 13 of 27 for 2 home runs and a 481 batting average. He has been very solid against Mini Dicky. All right? And definitely run him up in this hitter-friendly ballpark. I expect a home run out of him here. He's gotten 2 home runs already. I expect another one here in this hitter-friendly ballpark. Great matchup for him. Lock him in. All right? And that's it, guys. Chris Sale, Ariel Miranda, Chris Davis, Jose Reyes, and Jayson Werth are my high 5. Those are my 5 guys that I am locking in. Match up some little cheap value around them, and you will be good to go with your fantasy lineups, all right? So now you know what time it is. It's time for the batter's box. Get a pencil, get a pen, get a piece of paper, and write down these names. All of these batters have done well in their matchups, and you definitely need to take advantage of it, guys. All right? All of these guys. Now, this isn't in any specific order. I didn't go cheap to expensive or expensive to cheap. This is just period. These guys have all done well. Give me 1 second. All right, here we go, guys. Is everybody ready? This is the batter's box. All of these guys have crushed the pitchers they have faced, and I absolutely love them, guys. And all of these sample sizes are nice sample sizes as well. All right? So here we go. Starting off with Chris Davis, obviously. Jonathan Schoop is going to be some good value to pair with Chris Davis. He has gone 8 of 21 for a home run and a 429 average against Sanchez. I love Schoop as a money saver with Chris Sale. All right? Jose Bautista, Carrera, I don't know how to, Ezekiel Carrera against Tillman. He has done absolutely great as well. He's going to be a little cheap guy. Andrelton Simmons, Jay Bruce, Neil Walker, Jose Reyes, Jacoby Ellsbury, Inciarte, I'd never say his fucking name right. Matt Kemp, Jayson Werth, obviously, Ryan Zimmerman, Brian McCann, Lorenzo Kane, Alex Gordon, Eric Hosmer, Jed Lowry, Christian Yelich. Adam Rosales is going to be a good money saver too. I mean, he has been fairly solid against Chris Sale. All right, he has been fairly solid against Chris Sale, but he is against your pitcher, so it's a bit of a iffy situation there, matching him up with Chris Sale. But Chris Sale is going to do so great that if you want to go cheap and go Rosales, it's not going to really affect much, especially if Rosales has a good game. It's not going to bring Sale too much down, all right, with his strikeouts that he's going to do elsewhere, all right? Rosales against him has done 7 of 17 for 3 home runs and a 4.12. So he absolutely has done very well against Sale, all right? Eric Abar and Nelson Cruz. And that is it, guys. I hope everybody kills it. Good luck. Just let me know how you're doing, man. Hit me up on Twitter at @cam_ATL. Like the video down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Check out the website greenlightdfs.com to join the squad. You already know. And check out my other players that I absolutely love that I didn't necessarily talk about in this video on the website, greenlightdfs.com. Like always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm out.